Side of a healthy colon. You can see there is a mucosa, well defined, a muscularis mucosa, and a submucosa. Within the submucosa there are blood vessels, and within the mucosa you have goblet cells surrounded by enteroendocrine cells and tubular glands along the edges. You can also make out that while there are nuclei within the mucosa, there is not an excessive amount. When looking at an adenoma, you can see that blood vessels are within the mucosa from angiogenesis, and that the tubular glands are no longer small dips but rather large blank areas. You can also make out that there are significantly more nuclei than in a healthy colon. This is due to uncontrolled cell growth and proliferation, which comes down to the fact that P53 is not catching damaged DNA, and rather than causing DNA repair or apoptosis, the damaged DNA with the mutations is being allowed into the cell cycle, being replicated, and then causing more and more mutations to occur. In an adenocarcinoma, you can make out that the mucosa has folds in it that healthy colons do not, as well as the blood vessel within the adenocarcinoma from angiogenesis and the excessive nuclei. You can also make out that this is clearly a visible lump that would be seen inside the colon. This is a malignant growth and is one step away from being cancerous. Now, still in adenocarcinoma, but looking at it more closely, you can see a lymphoid follicle, but it's not well contained, as well as you can make out that the goblet cells are no longer well defined and they're starting to be less and less. You can also see in this well-stained slide that the nuclei have grown to be various shapes, as they are no longer just circles, but there are ovals, there are just all sorts of various shapes within it. You can also make out right in here that this the proliferation has become quite extreme, as while there is not necessarily space for all of these cells, they're still growing. You can also make out that the muscularis mucosa is no longer there at all, causing the submucosa and the mucosa to really just flow into one. This all comes down to the genetic changes and the fact that mutations are continuously being allowed to occur and go into the cell cycle and be replicated. Thank you.